Bobi Wine's profile. Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, born 12 February 1982, known by the stage name Bobi Wine, is a particular Ugandan politician, businessman, entrepreneur, philanthropist, musician, freedom fighter, and an actor. As of 11th July 2017, he serves as the Member of Parliament representing Kyadondo East constituency in Wakiso district in Uganda's central region. Background and education. Wine was born on 12th of February 1982 in Nkozi Hospital, where his late mother worked. Members of his family trace his roots in what was then Mpigi district, but is now Gomba district. He grew up in the Kamwokya slum in the northeast part of Kampala, Ugandan capital city. He was baptized Robert Kyagulanyi in the Roman Catholic Church. He attended Makerere University in Kampala, where he studied music, dance and drama, graduating with a Bachelor of Arts degree. In February 2018, Kyagulanyi enrolled for a course called Leadership for the 21st Century at Harvard Kennedy School of Government. Entertainment. Music career. Kyagulanyi began his music career in 1999 and adopted the stage name Bobi Wine. His first singles are Kagoma, Funtula and Sunda, featuring Ziggy, brought Wine success in the East African music scenes. His music connects reggae, dancehall and Afrobeat styles, often with a socially conscious message. He was the leader of the group Firebase Crew. When that group disbanded, he started a new group, Ghetto Republican of Uganda. He has recorded more than 70 songs over 15 years. In 2016, his song Chiwan was featured on the soundtrack for the Disney movie Queen of Katwe. Film career. Wine is also a movie actor, mainly starring in local movies commonly known as Bina Uganda. In 2010, Bobi Wine was cast in Cleopatra, Koheiri's drama film Yogera, and in a lead role in the Twaweza, supported with Situka with Helen Lukoma in 2015. He has worked on a number of other films, including Divisions. Politics. In April 2017, Wine announced his candidacy for Parliament in an upcoming by-election for the Kyadondo East constituency. His door-to-door walking campaign attracted attention both in Uganda and abroad. He won that contest by a wide margin, beating two seasoned candidates, Sitenda Sebalu of the ruling National Resistance Movement Party and Apollo Kantiti of the main opposition Forum for Democratic Change. In 2018, Robert Kyagulanyi gained increased fame campaigning the victories in most of the by-elections by the candidates he campaigned for, thus beating out the candidates of the political party in power, the National Resistance Movement, as well as the major opposition party, the Forum for Democratic Change. Arrests and release. On August 14, 2018, supporters of the independent candidate. On August 14, 2018, supporters of the independent candidate for parliament, Kassiano Wadri, allegedly obstructed and attacked President Museveni's convoy in the northern town of Arua, near Gulu. Museveni's motorcade was allegedly pelted with stones, leading to clashes between security forces and protesters. Later, Kyagulanyi, outspoken critic of Uganda's leader Yoweri Museveni, revealed through a social media post that police had intentionally shot at his vehicle, killing his driver. Kyagulanyi had endorsed Wadri's candidacy against the official Pro-Museveni candidate in Arua. Wine was arrested on August 15, 2018 for possible charges of unlawful possession of firearms and incitement to violence. He was brought in front of a military court on 18 August 2018 and charged with illegal possession of weapons. The Times reported it appeared Kyagulanyi had been beaten before appearing in court. Kampala Lord Mayor Elias Lukwago, a lawyer who has presented detained MPs, said that Wine was in a worrying state of health and needed urgent medical attention. The government has repeatedly denied any allegations of torture. The Ugandan opposition leader, Kizza Besigye, called a press conference where he demanded the MP's immediate release, with popular protests, including in Uganda demanding Kyagulanyi's release, and heated discussions in the Ugandan parliament. The Ugandan state prosecution withdrew the charges filed during Kyagulanyi's second appearance in front of the General Court Martial in Gulu. With popular protests growing in Uganda demanding Kyagulanyi's release and heated discussions in the Ugandan parliament, the Ugandan state prosecution withdrew the charges filed during Kyagulanyi's second appearance in front of the General Court Martial in Gulu on August 23, 2018. The prosecution indicated it would further pursue possible charges in a civilian court for possible trial of MP. Upon release, Bobi was rearrested and charged with treason by the civilian court in September 2018. Kyagulanyi was released on bail and traveled to the United States for the medical treatment for injuries he allegedly received in custody. The Ugandan government banned Bobi Wine supporters from gathering on the day of his release and on the day of his return from the United States. The government continues to deny torture allegations. Wine was also arrested in late April 2019 in an unprecedented manner over a matter that had issued a year before for staging and leading a riot, i.e., the riot against social media attacks alongside many other public figures in Uganda in the last months of 2018. His arrest sparked great unrest in and around Kampala on 29 April 2019 in areas such as Nagalama and Mulago, Kubili, where he was forcefully abducted by the Ugandan police force. He was later presented to court that day, where he was remanded to Luzira prison, with the next hearing set for 2nd May 2019. On the day of trial, unrest was expected, and as a result, the cities of Kampala were militarized greatly, and further still, a fate never seen before issued as Wine was tried over video conferences. The first time such a measure had been used in Uganda's courts of law, he was granted bail that day with strict orders not to engage in any protests. Humanitarian work. Wine's lyrics often advocate for ghetto residents in Uganda. He has supported several practical projects to improve conditions for the poor. In 2012, he started a campaign to promote more regular cleaning in hospitals, sanitation, garbage management, and hand washing to prevent diseases. A YouTube video from September 2012 shows Bobi Wine joining Kampala Mayor Elias Lukwago in cleaning up Kamocha, the slum neighborhood where Bobi grew up. Also in 2012, Bobi Wine donated funds to build pit latrines and construct a drainage channel in Chisoni too. A Kampala slum that The New Vision, a major English language daily newspaper, described as being characterized by filth, crowded shanty structures, poor sanitation, and lack of basic social facilities. The newspaper quoted Wine as explaining, "I am doing this because these are my people, and no matter where I go, this will always be home." He has also campaigned for malaria prevention with donations to Nakasongola Health Center and conferences to the disease in his song. He has also campaigned for malaria prevention with donation to Nakasongola Health Center and references to the disease in his songs. He visited the Bundibujo refugee camp in Bundibujo district in August 2013 along with representatives from Save the Children, UNHCR, and the Red Cross to deliver funds and supplies. The same year, Wine was appointed parenting ambassador by Twaweza, an NGO that focuses on education and citizen engagement in East Africa. His message in this partnership was to promote responsible parenting among his Ugandan fans. In an interview about the project, he said, "Education is what will ultimately change the course of our country, and as an artist and a father, I believe we can all make a difference in our children's learning." In 2014, Wine was appointed as Save the Child ambassador for their Everyone campaign and joined a team for 14 Ugandan artists who recorded special song and video about maternal and child health. Other leading Ugandan artists in the video included Jose Chameleone and Radio and Weasel, who make up the Good Life crew. Bobi and his wife Barbara Itungo Kyagulanyi traveled to hospitals throughout Uganda, including Nakaseke Hospital, meeting with midwives and health workers to popularize the campaign. Save the Children also took Wine to other regions with the Everyone campaign, including a refugee camp for South Sudanese people. Controversies. Wine is often outspoken about political and social issues in Uganda, generating some controversy. He has a long-standing competition or animosity towards fellow Ugandan musician Bebe Cool, who has sung in support of long-time Ugandan President Museveni and his ruling NRM party, while Wine has supported opposition interests. In 2015, Bobi, who is also known as Omubanda wa Kabaka for his devotion to the Kabaka, King of Buganda, publicly defended the kingdom's fundraising efforts when they were harshly criticized by the outspoken Sheikh Muzata, stirring up a war of words. When the only radiotherapy machine in Uganda broke down in April 2016, Bobi Wine took a leading position in widespread public anger at the slow official response and posted a critique of the government's handling of public health care, challenging the country's leaders to make better use of citizens' taxes. In July 2014, it was announced that Wine was to perform in the United Kingdom at the Drum Arts Centre in Birmingham and the Troxy in London. This led to calls for ban because of his lyrics expressing opinions against homosexuality. Both venues subsequently cancelled Wine's appearances. In a May 2016 Twitter exchange, with ULC, Monastery, LGBT, an American Christian group that promotes tolerance towards the LGBT community, was suggested that he was moved away from his previous public comments about homosexuality, but did not specifically say his views on homosexuality had changed. Throughout Uganda's election period in 2015 and 16, Wine refocused his messages to call for the tolerance of different views. Wine's public calls for calm activism during the 2016 elections, with songs such as Dembe, provoked mixed reactions from different political interests in Uganda. The Ugandan Communications Commission denied during the elections period that it had banned Dembe from Ugandan radio. 3 months after the elections, the US ambassador to Uganda invited Bobi Wine to a formal embassy event and commented that he was a positive influence for local youths. Following the 2016 elections, Bobi released the song Situka, which challenges Ugandans to do something about corruption and injustices in their country. The song opens with the lines, "When the going gets tough, the tough must get going," especially when our leaders have become misleaders and mentors have become tormentors. When freedom of expression is met with suppression and oppression. A fan video for the song shows new footage of public protests and arrests of demonstrators and journalists. When the Ugandan government turned off social media during the 2016 elections, Wine used a virtual private network, VPN, to post about his defiance to the communications shutdown on his Facebook page, while also pointing out that the government continued to use social media during the shutdown they initiated. Bobi Wine was later chosen as a panelist to speak about freedom of expression on World Press Freedom Day in Kampala in May 2016. In March 2016, his fans were surprised to hear him defend the right of his artistic rivals to express views that Wine himself does not support. Personal life. Wine met his wife, Barbara Itungo, while he was at Makerere University, and she was a senior 6 student at Beranyanji Girls Senior Secondary School. Their wedding took place in August 2011. They have 4 children together: Solomon Kampala Nyanzi, Shalom Namagembe, Shadrach Shirimbogo, and Subishine Nakai. In 2013, after showing a good example of caring for his children on his Ghetto President reality TV show, he was appointed parenting ambassador by Twaweza. At his home in Magele Village, Wakiso District, Wine raises his children away from the media glare. He has said to the Daily Monitor about his home life, "I have this big garden at my home, and I always ensure we go to garden to dig and get food whenever we can. I do that because I want them to learn to live an ordinary life, not as a celebrity's children." In a 2015 interview, Wine's wife Bobi spoke of his counseling work trips to take care of his children during her 4th pregnancy when she suffered from severe morning sicknesses. On 10 February 2015, Wine lost his father, whom he credited with greatly influencing him. The vigil and burial attracted hundreds of mourners, including government officials and celebrities. 1 month later, Wine released the song Paradiso, which carries the message of valuing your parents while they're still alive. Awards. Bobi Wine has won several awards in his role as a freedom fighter and human rights advocate. He was named by the Foreign Policy magazine among the 100 global thinkers. 2019. He was also awarded Most Inspiration Leader by Student Leaders from the East African Region 2019. Bobi Wine has over the years won several musical awards, including at the prestigious Hip Hop Music Awards and Pearl of African Music Awards. 1. 2005 Pearl of African Music Awards Song of the Year, Mama Mbire with Juliana Kanyomozi, Palm Awards 2005 winners. 2006 Pearl of African Music Awards, Artist of the Year and Best Afrobeat Single, Bada, Palm Awards 2006 winners. 2007 Pearl of African Music Awards, Best Afrobeat Artist Group, Best Afro, Best Single, Chiwan, Palm Awards 2007 winners, Uganda. 2008 Pearl of African Music Awards, Best Afrobeat Artist Group, Palm Awards 2008 winners, Uganda. 2013 Hip Hop Music Awards, Best Afro Best Song, Jennifer. 2018 Galaxy FM Listeners' Choice Awards, Best Male Ugandan Artist. His Chalenga song also won Song of the Year 2018. Nominated 2006 Tanzania Music Awards, Best East African Album, Mama Mbile. Tanzania Music Awards nominees 2006. 2007 Kisima Music Awards, Best Song Uganda, Bada Kisima Awards nominees 2007. 2009 MTV African Music Awards, Best Video, Little Things You Do with Wahoo. MTV African Music Awards 2009 nominees. 2013 Hip Hop Music Awards, Best Dancehall Reggae Sound, by far. Discography. Albums. 2015 Bobi Wine, 2015 Hosanna, 2015 Kansubize, 2015 Ontabira, 2015 Sweets. Singles and EPs. 2019 Tuliyambala Engule, 2018 Chalenga, 2017 Freedom, 2015 Ayagala Mulazi, 2019 Tuliyambala Engule. Filmography. 2015 Situka, 2010 Yogela, 2008 Divisions,